Hey, and we're live. You want me to run the
Sure, go
intro
for
like
it.
usual? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Generally Irritable. You're going to be seeing a lot from me today. There's going to be a lot going on. We decided to do an impromptu review of Civil War. And then at 8 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to have Pastor David Rose on as a guest. And then, of course, later on today at 11:45 Central, we're going to be doing Of the People with Robert Chernin, where I am a guest host. So you get to see my beautiful face all day today. Aren't you lucky?
Beautiful.
Aren't you the most lucky?
Just want you to know you're my favorite girl.
How'd you like that? That's good. Keep singing. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You come here to be serenaded. I know that's why. I know you come. You love this channel because you get serenaded by Lord Redic.
There's no other reason to be here.
Other than that, I'm not sure. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a bunch of work today. It's gonna be super fun. And yeah, impromptu video review about Civil War, the movie. You guys, everybody was talking about it the last couple weeks. Every liberal commentator, every conservative commentator, everyone had an opinion about it. Oh my God, the wokesters, how terrible are they? Now, what's the director guy's name? He is a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is a self-described lefty. Director of Civil War. Alex Garland. But interestingly enough, even though he does admit to being liberal or more liberal-leaning, left-leaning, he, at least seemingly, at least not that I heard, he wasn't going around mouthing off to people, calling Americans this, that, or the third, calling people names. From what I understand, he really genuinely was trying to make a movie that showed no side as being better than another or correct. That's why you have California and Texas teaming up against the United States, right? They're the rebels. That's what we're going to call them. The rebels. I'm taking after Nerd Redic, his Rebel Moon review.
Oh.
He called them the rebels. So that's what we're going to call them for this, for the purposes of this review.
Okay.
So there were a few lines that were a little cringy, for sure. But ultimately, I think Benjamin and I agree that by the end of the movie, the only people that you think are the bad guys are the press.
Yeah.
Like, they're the ones who got made to look like the bad guys, the enemy of the people. And what's funny is in the movie, they said, spoiler alert.
This has been out for a while now, so.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it yet, too bad, so sad. Click away. There was one, oh shoot, what was I just going to say? There was one part where,
Enemies of the people.
oh yeah, they were calling the president calls the press the enemy of the people, hearkening back to Trump, obviously. And, if journalists are seen within the Capitol, they're shot on sight. Okay. Got it. So again, trying to say that here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, the press are the enemy of the people. At least the mainstream media, mainstream press, they really are the enemy of the people. That whole, I share people, my walk away story started when NPR was lying to the American people about the crisis on the southern border. Okay. When NPR was literally saying there's no crisis and Donald Trump is racist and whatever, that's when I started walking away from the left or being a liberal. That's when I was like, yeah, we're done here. Hashtag walk away. You people are liars. And then that NPR whistleblower just came out and said, sure enough, yeah, they're a bunch of partisan hacks. So I guess the movie did do one thing, which was confirm that the press sucks.
I mean, I can admit that.
I know. Wait, we kind of are the press now.
Yeah. We're media. I'm not press.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair.
well,
We're not journalists.
I'm going to look that up. What's the difference? Media versus press.
So the reality, I would say, just to not belabor and bury the lead, it was an okay movie. If you take out any of the political messaging, what did you look it up? What did you find?
Quora says press refers to journalists and news organizations. The term probably derives from the printing press used for newspapers. Media literally refers to any form of communication, including newspapers, books, television, radio, podcasts, yada, yada, yada.
Okay. So we're media. We're media. But it was, again, it was a very decent movie. If you take out any of the political messaging, the action was fun.
It was very A24, very pretty.
What's A24?
Glowy. That's the, I think that was the production house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the lights are really cool. There's some scenes that are very, very cinematic. They make no sense, really, in the context of the movie, but pretty.
That's right. They made Everywhere All at Once, which was a very interesting and very pretty movie. So the stuff he works on is very interesting, or that they work on is very interesting and compelling. Yeah. Oh, look, there's they have a movie with Rachel Zegler.
Which one?
Good luck with that. It's called Y2K. It's coming soon.
Oh.
Good luck with that, y'all. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, so if you've seen any of their other movies, like Everything All at Once, they look pretty. They're well directed. They're well shot. So some of the dialogue was funny.
Yeah. Some of it was awkward.
But kind of felt like AI wrote the script. I'm not gonna lie. It did, and I feel it was like somebody went to ChatGPT and typed in, "I want a movie about Civil War in America, and there should be a magical Negro character."
Wow.
And this is the movie that got spit out.
I mean, he literally was. Yeah.
So in did we cover? No, we just did that on Of the People.
And I think that's part of the thing. That trope, right? I think.
Yeah. All our viewers comment below? Have you heard of this movie trope? This character archetype called the magical Negro.
If you haven't, it's what that movie that just came out is based on. But generally, I think the reason it may have been created is because people, back when we weren't getting a lot of leading roles, I think what was going on is they would cast the older black or a man or woman as the sage, the old wisdom type character, kind of like the Oracle in the Matrix, literally magical Negro.
Yep.
Lawrence Fishburne, he's the magical Negro.
Morgan Freeman.
So because you're not the lead, they gave you the next good role that's not a villain, which is the person.
Yeah, the leading supporting actor.
Yeah, the Gandalf. And so I think that's why that's a thing. If you got a different theory or a better one, let me know. But I'm assuming that that's the reason.
And so it was just it felt very on the nose, very meta. And this ending was very unsatisfying. Yeah. So that was the worst part, is like you go to this movie, which is, it's okay. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not Wolf Cop. Although I would probably rather watch Wolf Cop.
Wow.
Real talk. But the ending is so, again, written by ChatGPT because
Yeah.
whoever thought, okay, spoiler alert, okay? Spoiler alert, close your ears, hide your kids, hide your wife, okay? Kristen, the main character, dies at the end trying to save the annoying new journalist person by just like standing up in the middle of a firefight. Like,
Yeah.
why would you, if you're trying to save her,
It was
why would
dumb.
you like tackle her or like yell at her or do
Yeah.
something? Why would you, after saying, I don't care if you get shot and die and I'm not responsible for you, you save her in the stupidest possible way?
You know, they always like tackle people and stuff. You could just like drop kick somebody out
Like,
of danger.
sweep their feet?
No, not even that.
Oh.
While you're running full tilt,
Yeah.
and they're like, say they're sitting here and they're in the way, right? And you're like, oh my God, the bullets are coming, and you're running instead of pushing them and then standing there, you drop kick them. Now only your feet are in the danger zone. They fly, you drop down out of danger. into
So,
cover.
I mean, I love this idea. Do you think Kirsten Dunst is gonna be, it's gonna be drop kicking people?
You think Kirsten Dunst was the one running around on set?
Well, that's a good point. But nobody
All
was
right.
going to believe that she was
Okay.
going to do stuff. I love you. You're such
Tackle
a good...
them. Then
You are such a good
Then you
stunt man.
football tackle them.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
fly
That's
out.
why I'm like, did you guys run out of money at the end of the film that you couldn't afford stunt people anymore?
And then they made it like super dramatic. So like she shoves the girl out of the way,
And then
replaces her, doesn't keep moving.
Doesn't keep moving out of the way, just stands there in the middle, standing up full, looking
Yeah.
at her, shot in the back.
Like, hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna show you what she did.
Wait, what
So
is
she's like coming from out of screen, shoves her. Then she gets shot. That's
Wait,
she
what
did.
is it like? Wait, what is it like?
Hold on. Remember my Meisner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ready?
It's like that. And it makes me mad every time I see it in a movie. I hate it so much. And I know when I make a film, someone's going to freaking pick that bad boy apart.
Oh, you know it.
They're going to be like,
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. Why did you stab him in the chest? I know it's coming. Chronicles
Well,
of
here's
Broken
the
Path,
thing.
by the way. It's
Well,
happening.
yeah, that speaking of which, okay, we've got some announcements we want to make. So first of all, Saturday, April 27th is Mines Fest at the Vulcan Gas Company in downtown Austin. We're going to be there covering the event. We're going to be doing interviews with some of your favorite podcasters and YouTubers. I personally am super excited to talk to Jimmy Dore. I'm going to give him crap.
Oh, yeah.
I've told you this. I
got a
haven't
lot of-
decided how I'm gonna introduce it, but I'm going to give him crap for interviewing my 2022 congressional competitor, that
should-
moron Liam Madden.
You should, don't be mean.
He
You
is.
You should, nope, don't be mean.
Fine.
Look, he can't be that much of a moron. He won.
You know, I want to poke you in your eye right now. Like I want to poke you in the eye with
I would
a
walk up to Jimmy and say,
Palestinian
Jimmy,
flag,
what are you-
like they
Jimmy, are
did
you
at
dandrophiliac?
Columbia University.
I say, you dandrophiliac, Jimmy?
What?
Jimmy, what do you think about if I made love, sweet love, with a woman next to a tree? Do you think that tree would absorb?
Oh, we're
Some of the
talking
energy.
about Liam. Yeah. So my 2022 congressional competitor who won the Republican primary, I'm still mad about it.
Still mad.
Still bitter. Did a study, got a grant, federal, like your tax dollars paid for him to do a study on whether or not sexual energy helps plants grow faster. That's who I to.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you know how embarrassing that is?
Yep.
Oh,
It's gonna photosynthesize that sweet love.
I can't even. Oh, you guys, I can't even. It's so I'm so embarrassed. I've never been more humiliated in my entire life. I mean, not really. because it wasn't totally my fault and it wasn't totally his
Correct.
good fortune.
It was definitely strategy. Turn off the lights.
Brian says you weren't
You
enough of a
find an
moron
oak
to get the
tree.
GOP nomination in Vermont. That's rough. That's rough, Brian. That's rough,
I
Brian.
want to rub you all over your roots, baby. Turn off the lights.
Turn down the lights.
Find an oak tree. That's disgusting. All right.
Okay, we're having way too much fun with the
Way
soundboard,
too
guys.
much.
So yeah, Civil War, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, again, it makes everybody look bad. It makes the right look bad. It makes the left look bad.
Yeah.
The ending was very unsatisfying. The death of the president was very unsatisfying.
Yep.
Um,
Jesse Plemons was good. He's great in everything.
that's the blonde guy who was like,
Yeah.
"What kind of American
Kind of
are
American.
you?"
Kind of American.
And then he just like shoots people.
Yeah.
Um,
I like that scene. I don't know. Well, I guess we can spoil it.
We've already been spoiling it.
One thing I think is hilarious in movies with action sometimes is they just forget how deadly a vehicle is.
Oh yeah.
And so anytime when I play Call of Duty Warzone, if I get a chance to run you over with a car, it's happening. And it's hilarious every single time. They put that to use in this one. It was kind of awesome. I like that.
Yep.
I do hate stupid characters who do stupid things and jeopardize the whole team.
And get other people killed.
I hate it.
You're not a hero. I don't like you anymore. You are not a good person. You're
Yeah,
not the protagonist anymore.
I don't want to trade a good, legit character for the idiot
the stupid, annoying one.
who's not good at life and is going to get everybody. The moment they get through this scene, they're going to get somebody killed in the next scene anyways.
Yep.
So like the little girl who's coming up, she's doing things the whole movie that jeopardize her life. And if you jeopardize your own life and you're with a party of people, you're jeopardizing the party. It's really annoying.
So like 3 characters get killed at least. Is it a 3? Is it more than that? So, and the magical Negro gets killed. He doesn't
Magical
even survive
Negro.
till the end. So like the one black character, like in every movie, gets killed.
I mean, Magical Negro, the mentor,
The Asian people,
both Asians.
stop Asian hate.
I don't know.
It was
Also,
very
the press.
that was the
the
whole- that was
press
the other-
in this was so dumb. They were like running up on people in the middle of combat situations, just having casual conversation. And I'm going. I don't
the
know,
best-
but I don't think that that's how that happens.
The best part of the movie, the best part of the movie was this one section of where they're traveling and they come across somebody post up in a house with a sniper rifle shooting people who go by. And so they stop because they're getting shot at, and they get out of the car. They discover that there is 2 guys basically undercover with another sniper rifle aimed up to shoot the person in the house, right? And
Yep.
so it's like 2 soldier looking people. They're they got the binocular thing, whatever.
Ghillie suits.
Oh yeah, ghillie suits, right? They're anyway. So they're trying to do a thing. These fools get out of the car, run over, start talking. Who's in there? We don't know. So what's their motivations? They start asking these 2 guys all these questions, and blank, straight face, the guy turns to the stupid young journalist that's gotten everybody killed and is annoying. He turns to her and he goes, "Oh, so you're retarded."
No, that's not who's doing it. It's the guy that's asking him questions.
Oh, I thought it was both of them. I thought he
No,
said it to the girl.
He's talking to the guy. The girl, he looks at her and says, did you hear what I said about who's in there? She's like, yeah, you don't know. And blah, blah, blah. And he turns back to the other dude.
Ah,
And he's like, are you retarded?
yeah. So you're
So you're
retarded. So it was like, first of all, I was like, you're not allowed to say that word anymore. So
Yeah.
good on you for using the word that the left doesn't want you to use anymore. But it was perfect. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, here are these two guys literally laying down, scoped up
In a gunfight.
and you fools are trying to talk to them,
Yeah.
and they've already told you, oh, you're retarded.
And then the other guy eventually just like, can you two shut the F up? And I was like, I laughed so hard in the theater. Because it's the thing that's like the thing you would say.
It's the one time in the movie that the very obvious thing happens. The very obvious and appropriate thing is said and then happens. And that was probably the only time in the movie where the right set of circumstances happened, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, mind you, it's not a bad movie. It'll just make you want to choke the little white girl.
Yeah.
Also, she looks like a child the whole movie, which is very confusing.
This is the thing. In the movie, she's 23. I don't know how old this actress is. Can we look up this actress, see how old she actually is? So she's, in the movie, she's supposedly 23, but she's very small. She's maybe 5 feet, okay? She's significantly shorter than Kirsten Dunst, who is not exactly... I don't think she's a short actress, but she's not giant either. She's not like Angelina Jolie and 6 feet tall, okay? So she's small compared to everyone. She's tiny. Then she's dressed to look like she's a child. So she looks like she's about 13 years old. She's dressed to look like she's 13 years old.
So Kirsten Dunst is 5'5".
Oh.
Kaylee Spaney is 5'1".
Okay, yeah. She's teeny tiny. And then, so she looks like a child, and then the guy actor is like, the part of the movie is she gets to go because she's flirting with the guy journalist. So it's like this guy journalist is flirting with a person who looks like she's about 13 years old, which is creepy.
Yeah. It doesn't work very well. I wasn't super into it.
Oh, so gross.
Because at first you thought she was I thought she was a teenager.
If you have to tell us how old she is, you've made a casting mistake. If as part of your exposition, you have to tell us what her age is, you cast improperly.
You cast it wrong.
I'm sorry. I don't know why she was cast. I don't know what, maybe the choice was they wanted her to look like a child.
Yeah. And then oh my God, she's kept, okay, here's the deal. If the apocalypse hits, if the grids go down, get you a knife, get you a spear.
Oh my God.
I'm expecting you to be carrying something like that.
A nightstick?
But
at least? A bat?
The people who just forget the old ways, you deserve what
happens to you after that. Because when the civilization falls and it's back to just being animal on animal action, if you forget that it's all about tooth and claw and boomstick, I can't help you.
I don't understand movies, especially when it's post-apocalyptic or in some kind of weird situation. If people don't have a stick, bat, freaking rock, sling, you don't got a bow and arrow, you're just running around like everything's fine.
I mean, that's pretty wild.
And I mean, I'm not even like that now. Like I don't even think you should be like that today. Like, no, real.
I hear you.
Everybody talks about it's essay culture and stuff like that. That would lead me, bare minimum, as a woman, to be packing at least a blade.
This is what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense.
Maybe I was around too many hood chicks when I grew up.
Nah,
my mom, look.
I carry.
My mom used to get in fights.
I carry a weapon.
My mom used to get in fights in the clubs in New York, and sometimes we'd have to disarm women who had razor blades on them. Knives. So I don't understand, if you know it's go time in a movie, you're not ready. This is one of the things in Chronicles, for the record, that I taught people about. Like, in my movies that are like post-apocalyptic or fantasy, everybody's ready to throw down. They may not be good at it, but they're going to be ready.
Yep.
I hate damsels in distress like that. It's stupid.
That person would have been dead already. And this like young person who looks like a child who gets everybody killed in the first like half of the movie. Somehow she made it from Missouri to New York. Was it New York? I think.
I don't remember.
It was some. It
They're
was
going
in
to
the
Virginia,
Northeast.
I think. I don't know.
No,
what
they
it was.
started in the Northeast.
Oh, where they started at?
Yeah, because remember they were like, oh, we're gonna have to go around and through. So they were somewhere in the Northeast, like New York, when the movie starts, and then they have to make their way to DC. But this not teenager somehow managed to make it from Missouri to there without getting murdered, killed, or having problems.
Also,
Didn't have a car, didn't have a way.
Yeah.
I don't really understand.
and I will say, like I said, the best scene I liked was when the old man is dying and they're in the car and they're driving through a forest and it's on fire. That shot
That was dope.
was money. I mean, they had a lot of really money shots with the lights
was
and stuff
pretty.
in the background. It was a
was pretty.
very pretty movie.
Speaking of pretty movies, you are going to want to be a part of Chronicles of a Broken Path. That's how we're going to take us out today, Benjamin. We are getting ready to shoot our own feature-length, full-length feature film. We've shot other people's films.
Yep.
We've done other people's productions, but this
Yep.
is our first, our own, written, created by Mr. Benjamin Nathaniel Redic II,
Yes.
Lord Benjamin Nathaniel Redic II, the violence conductor. So
Yes.
Chronicles of a Broken Path, we have our crowdfund fundraiser coming up on April 30th. It's going to be at the Highland, well, no, oh my God,
Galaxy
Highland Theater in
Austin,
Austin.
Texas.
6 to 10 on
6 to 10.
Tuesday, April 30th. Come
Yep.
check out the projects.
Limited seats.
Limited seating. We've got the costumers and the other folks coming to show off their wares, show off all the things that are going to be part of the movie. We've got a fire spinner. We've got musical acts. 6 to 10, Galaxy Highland Theater. We're going to include a link in the description or the chat. So definitely take a look for that.
Yep.
Get tickets. Get signed up.
RSVP.
Come.
Eventbrite,
And,
Facebook, whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
Main thing is it's a premiere, right? So we did the festival run. We've had some success. Okay. So we're doing that. So when you come, just understand it is also my birthday. So there's also that going on. So I'm really trying to pressure all of you folks out there in TV land. Don't buy me a gift. Skip that coffee. Help us make a fantasy movie. Help us pay some Texans to work their art and their craft, and then help us make some money so we can do another one. So that's how we're doing it.
And creating not woke content. So if you want to see movies where you're not being preached to, you're not being told how to think and what to think, and being told that you suck and are a terrible person because of your political beliefs, support artists and independent films that are making good cultural content for those of us who are tired of woke Hollywood. So like I said, we're going to include the link to donate and to come to the event.
I won't even be divisive. I won't even talk about woke and unwoke because the truth of the matter is every movie preaches to you in some way. It is whether or not the movie is artful in the delivery of its message or if it's trying to force you to adopt a belief versus presenting options to you. I definitely have views on freedom and stuff like that you'll see when you watch movies. But the main thing is the movie good? Is it well executed? Is it just freaking fun? Can it just be a fun movie that's simple and uncomplicated? Can it be that? Can it not sound like somebody's textbook or struggle session? That's what we're trying to do.
And on that note, you guys, we're actually going to be back in 15 minutes with our guest, Pastor David Rose, for another episode of Generally Irritable. We just had to get this Civil War thing off our chest this morning, you guys. So we're going to take it out.
Can I switch to the other studio?
I have no idea, but I got to pee. So I am ending the show, y'all. We'll see you soon.
Well, hold on. Well, let me try this before we go. Nope. Let me cook here.